First, thank our sponsors specifically for this boat party, the Green family, John Green's parents. A round of applause.
Thanks, Mom and Dad.
Who needs Kickstarter when you've got John Green's family? A huge round of applause to Clarion Books, the publishers of the team. Of course, David and the Waterfront Museum for having this amazing. Also, thanks to T. Faulkner, who is making the drinks in the back. She is making the Teen Boat.
The Jump the Shark.
The Jump the Shark, is that the official name? It is called the Jump the Shark, which is what Teen Boat is all about. And then Jordan Cooper and Abby Denson, who are going to be performing songs about Teen Boat in just a few minutes. And then also, Teen Boat, the book, would not be possible without our amazing editor, Daniel Nairi, who is here somewhere. Hal Johnson, who is responsible for supposedly introducing Teen Boat to our editor, Daniel. All about the connections. Tony Shetton, who helped get our mini comics of Teen Boat into the stores and sort of helped get Teen Boat out there. And then Judy Hansen, our amazing agent, who helps. Where would we be without these people? And then, of course, all of our friends, family, and fans. That is every single person who's here. We're not just, insert boat pun. We're not joking about gratitude and how amazing it is to go from what was literally just a joke between me and my best friend on a bus ride.
Best?
He's your best mate!
Honestly, dude, we've known each other for a long time. I'm going to get into that. So, just a little bit about the origins of Teen Boat. I'm talking into the mic.
There you go.
I'm on a boat. So, John and I are from a little, not exactly a state, although we think of ourselves as the 51st state, of Long Island, which for people who have never been on Long Island, it's basically like the Jersey Shore, but with more lighthouses. But otherwise exactly the same. But instead of worrying about tanning and our bogs, John and I read comics, lots and lots of comics. Especially comic strips.
Newspaper strips.
Newspaper comic strips. And that's sort of what brought us together. John and I actually met
at Nassau Coliseum in the summer of '94.
Yes. There was a comic convention there. My friend Rich Zimmer, who's here in the audience as well, we together went to this comic convention, and we met John because he was friends with this guy, Dan Fraga.
I worked for Extreme Studios, Rob Liefeld's Extreme Studios, back at the Image heyday.
Yeah, so Rob Liefeld brought us
yes,
together.
they saw me. I was hanging out behind the Image table, and Rich and Dave and his buddies thought that I was the new talent at Image. And then at the end of the show, they saw me walk in. They were sitting on a grassy knoll in the parking lot, and they saw me, and they were like, making fun of me. They were like, "That's that new guy at Image." And so I walked over to them, and it was like, "What's up?" And they were like, "We want to go to art school." And I'm like, "I go to art school." I went to School of Visual Arts, and they were like, "We want to go there. Hang out with us." That's right?
So long story short, we both ended up at the School of Visual Arts, where we were making comics, and we collaborated on a bunch of comics together.
Yes.
This is one of our earlier productions.
Which was made, we would do this in,
Judy the the rights are still available.
Yes. we would do this in either Dave's attic or Rich's basement, and do these and photocopy them at Kinko's, which was awesome because Rich had a car and he could drive us there.
Yeah, so Rich's mom would come in and be like, "What are you guys doing? Are you guys smoking pot in there?" We're like, "No, we're making comics." She's like, "I don't believe you." So while we were at SVA, we also started another series called Jackson Talk and the Quick and Forbidden, which was our first professionally self-published series. We actually did 13 issues of this comic series together, with me writing and John drawing. And it was about dragons and everything else with crazy stuff. And then we got jobs. Employment. John worked at Disney Adventures, and I worked at their arch rival, Nickelodeon magazine.
Yes. It was a dark time for us.
So from best friends to opposing corporate entities.
Exactly. It was Whedon-esque.
Yes, we had to hang out at night. But we still made comics on the side, and we go to a lot of comic conventions, like the Small Press Expo, which is where we created Teen Vote. It was on the way to the Small Press Expo.
It was on a bus somewhere between New York and Maryland.
Yes.
And
we won't go into too many details, but we will say that the tagline, the angst of being a teen, the thrill of being a vote, technically came before the story.
And pretty much. We built the entire story based on that.
Yes. So we're still just trying to live up to that tagline. So we made a lot of mini comics, which we sold for like 50 cents a piece when they first started at all these conventions. And we had this really amazing vote campaign at the Small Press Expo one year, and it actually got us an award. We won an Ignatz Award for Best Debut. The award was actually a brick. Comic nerds, you'll understand why. Yes, John did have a nice haircut.
Oh, thank you.
So Teen Vote got in the hands of a lot of amazing people.
Anyone born before 1970 would probably recognize this guy as Isaac from The Love Boat.
Other awesome people that it ended up in the hands of our editor, Daniel Nair.
Now you know what he looks like.
Give him a high five. Find him, high five. He's not wearing a tie today. And all that led up to having a full-color hardcover book, which hopefully some of you guys have in your hands, and we cannot be more excited about. So we're going to read a little chapter from the book. So this is a chapter from Teen Vote, the beginning chapter, Peer Pressure.
And I'm going to be Teen Vote.
And John's going to be Teen Vote, and I will be Harry Collins, the school.
Every night it's the same dream. I'm sailing along the calm seas of the South Pacific, when suddenly, without warning, the temperature drops. Brrr. I'm disoriented by the sudden change. I lose all sense of direction. Drawn to some inescapable desire. Is there a crash? Crash! And before it can turn around, it's too late. Gasp. Damn it! Why did Mom have to rent that stupid movie? Why? Does anyone out there know how I feel? What I wouldn't give to be a regular kid instead of having to live with the anxieties of being a...
Hey, it's Teen Vote.
Not that having the powers of a boat doesn't have its advantages.
Holy crud! That kid's been floating there for like 6 hours!
That's impossible.
In fact, when I was younger, I used to think anything was possible. Look, Mom, I woke up with a propeller. But as I got older and started to develop an interest in girls, being a boat seemed to be more of a curse than a blessing. Gasp! I'm covered from head to toe with barnacles! I can't possibly let Teresa see me like this. Especially ever since I met Nina Pitta Santa Maria, a foreign exchange student from Europe.
Dude, ask her if she's ever gone wave jumping.
but I was always too scared to talk to her. Until one day, before class.
Hey kid, come here.
Who, me? What could Harry Cobbs, the football jock, want from me?
My friend here tells me you can turn into some kind of schooner. Any truth to that?
Well, I'm actually more like a small yacht.
Schooner, yacht, what the diff?
So if you're like magic, prove it to us.
You mean here? But this hallway is kinda landlocked. And I've never transformed so far from the harbor before.
That's what I thought.
Wait.
Nina Pinta Santa Maria.
Look, I saw him last week. Outside my house, family's beach house.
Exactly how I meant.
She's so cute.
Come on, don't be afraid. Show these creeps you're better than them.
Holy shit!
Whoa! I can't believe this twerp is really a teen boat.
Dude,
Harry's Italian.
I knew you could do it.
Principal Stern.
Mr. Boat, if you're done showing off, would you please be so kind as to get to class?
Sorry, Principal Stern. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, well, don't make it happen. My heart was broken.
All right, kid. You really proved yourself back there.
Thanks.
But here comes the real test.
Yeah, let's see if we can put you to some good use.
What are you jerks up to? I lost my accent.
Chill, babe. We just want to throw a little party.
Yeah, the kind of party that takes place on a boat.
Really? You want me to be at your party?
We couldn't have it without you.
Just show up tonight at Pier 41 and make sure you've got gas. Or whatever.
I never had people party on top of me before. Let alone into a party. Not much of a surprise, considering I only had one friend growing up, Joey Steinberg, the girl next door.
Oh no, TV. Please tell me the rumors were false.
And I barely had a moment to enjoy my newly gained popularity before she came running over to ruin it for me.
You're not actually playing host to Harry Cobb's latest party grand?
And what if I am?
Have you sprung a leak? Do you even know what kind of bad stuff goes down on those things?
What? Beer? Cigarettes? Marijuana? Big deal. We're teenagers now. Besides, like the ads say, it's hip to say no if you're a teen.
They also say friends don't let friends drive drunk.
I think you're just jealous, because you're secretly in love with me and can't stand the thought of me partying with Nina Pinta Santa Maria, that exotic European girl.
Fine, you know what? Go ahead. Just remember that I know better than you know yourself.
Listen, Joey, until you have the power to turn into something really cool, don't assume to know what it feels like to be me.
Fine. I've only asked to reveal the truth. Wait, I've only asked to reveal to him the truth about me.
That night. All right, the boat dude showed up.
I told you he would. This kid is our ticket to some real fun.
Well, what are we waiting for?
It's boat time!
And so,
How much farther do you want me to go out?
just keep heading south.
Where are we going? There's really not much to do this far out to sea.
All taken care of, my tightrope friends.
All right, let's get ready to play some blackjack.
Kill me in.
Wait, what are you doing? Gambling is illegal!
Not anymore, it isn't. We just crossed into international waters.
What did I get myself into?
To be continued. So again, thank you guys for coming and partying here with Teen Boat.
Make sure you got a button and a poster.
Yeah, make sure you guys get your party buttons. We're going to be signing books for the next hour or whatever.
Yeah.
And now we're going to have 2 musical guests, each of which is going to sing a special song for you about Teen Boat.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Abby Denson.
I'm glad that everybody could come out. This is kind of historical because it's the first time I've ever performed this live and probably the only time it's ever going to be performed. So unless I get another command performance for another Teen Boat party. So I wrote this particularly as a present song for Dave and John like a while back. So I had to actually re-practice it and everything. So, you know, I think that we're now. And congratulations on Teen Boat finally coming out. I was probably knowing them from the beginning of when we started, as it was mini comics and everything. So it's so good to see it as a graphic novel. There's this boy in school. Not everyone thinks he's cool. He can turn into a small yacht. I think the Teen Boat is hot. He's a boy. He's a boat. He's a Teen Boat, Teen Boat. Oh, what a dreamboat boy. He's a boat. He's a Teen Boat, Teen Boat. Oh, what a dreamboat, Teen Boat, baby. Oh, yeah, Teen Boat. That's right, Teen Boat, baby. Oh, yeah, Teen Boat, Teen Boat. Oh, what a dreamboat. Joey gets in trouble every day. And he won't look his way. Jobs pick on him all the time. But I think the Teen Boat is fine. He's a boy. He's a boat. He's a Teen Boat, Teen Boat. Oh, what a dreamboat boy. He's a boat. He's a Teen Boat, Teen Boat. Oh, what a dreamboat. Come on, Teen Boat. Teen Boat, baby. Oh, yeah. Teen Boat, honey. That's right. Teen Boat, baby. Oh, yeah. Teen Boat, Teen Boat. Oh, what a dreamboat.
So this is Boat No More by Jordan.
Hey everyone. So all of my Teen Boat songs are very, very sad. I thought it'd be funny if they were sad. But I also only know how to write songs that are sad. So this song's called Boat No More. It goes to some pretty dark places. I don't wanna be a boat no more. I don't wanna be down and lousy, left out of everything, like a guy who sits in the back of the car, not caring if we crash. I don't wanna be a dope no more, feeling stupid and saying the wrong things, ruining parties. Some guy yells at me and I freeze, wishing I could be a different me. All the crazy things that happen to me, people laugh but they can't see. They're adding up in my mind, can barely get out alive. And in this town there's nowhere to hide. Me now, look at me. I want you to look at me. Nina, won't you please now? Me now, look at me. I want you to look at me. Nina, will you please now? Nina, will you? should I go to sleep or go real deep or be a man or be a boy or be a boat or be a toy? I don't wanna. I don't wanna be a boat no more. I don't wanna be big and heavy. No one will let me in. Standing outside in the rain, I might as well wait a while, then sail away. Woo! Thank you. Thanks so much to Dave and everyone involved. Thanks so much.
Thanks so much for coming out. We'll be signing books. Round of applause for yourselves for coming out. Yes, I love you all. I'm staying away with you.